If you enter the town of Volge here in Latium, in between the hours of 12 and 4 a.m., and you have a sufficiently high chaos frame, and you have the Pedra Bane, and the Pedra Virtue, an Ansate Cross, and a Dream Tiara, then you can get told to go to the church in Gothpici. If you enter Gothpici with Magnus, or whoever your main character is, between the hours of 12 and 4 a.m., and you've met the other requirements, this happens. Flaum the Archangel, human with a gentle heart, welcome. In the name of our great Mother Berthe, we have been watching your deeds. You have directed your energy to help the weak and poor. Your actions are laudable. Here is a gift from Mother Berthe. Use it wisely to accomplish your goal. And with that, we have the Southern Cross, a special armor. So I will equip it, and we will continue on with our mission in just a moment. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Ogre Battle 64. So it is time to go on to Aurora Plains. Scene 38. The battle rages on. Get moving! We need to hurry! You will... She's useless like this. I have no choice, whether she likes it or not. I must... What are you doing, Zeta? Seal made by a god cannot be broken by the denizens of the netherworld, isn't that so? Uh-oh. Looks like we're not done with the Brigade of Radiant Cross. Richard, how about a deal? You wish to receive a blessing from a god, right? Well, I will help you as much as I can. So help me break the seal of the ruins. We both seem to know each other's interests, but what makes me think that you won't betray me again? I had no choice. Since the Chaos Gate was destroyed, there was no other way to resurrect Lady Donica but to use them. I don't want to hear excuses. What we want is the blessings from the gods, the ultimate power. I will help you only if you help us. I understand. Didn't we tell you from the very beginning? You must obey us. Demanding people obey them even when they're something like Zeta, that is some arrogance. We spotted a large group of demons on the road west. They must be heading to the ruins of the foot of Mount Kiriath to the west. The ruins in the mountains to the west. Is Donica there? Wait, is it just like the Temple of Berthe? It may be. Anyway, we must defeat those who stand in our way. Take a look at this. Let's get started. Fort Randrick in the southeast will be our headquarters for this campaign. We will march to Anderout Station, 2 days northwest of Randrick. We must capture the station. As you can see, the region is divided by 2 rivers. It appears that the main force is waiting for us on the other side of this river. How should we allocate our men? That's difficult to say. Alright, so that's our mission. Obviously, we're splitting our team into about 3 groups and heading across as fast as we can. Battle will not be easy. Keep your eyes open. Underout. Early morning start, as per usual. So let's get things moving, shall we? So we have Levin, which we're going to need to a neutral unit. Brode, which we need a lawful unit, so I'm going to send Bolt that way. Then we have Landic, which we also need a neutral unit. Thankfully, we now have a neutral unit. But before we do that, I completely forgot that our neutral unit needs to carry this, the figurine of Sleipnir. Alright, now that we have that out of the way, let's dispatch him. Oops, that's not him. Godro. I'm only going to put him that far because he's going to probably need backup. Morris, and let's see what's far to the north. Albesta, which needs a mostly chaotic unit, which definitely Morris counts as. So Morris will go up with Godro. Wind will head out with Bolt. Jody, north with Leia. Kane will go west. Count will stay at base for now. Ankaseth will go north, as I will go north. Off we go. So, now that I've managed to mess with Kodro's alignment, it's going to be far better at liberating these neutral towns for us, which is amazing. I'm glad to be back to being able to actually liberate towns again. Alright, just send Jody and Ankaseth over here to help you. Morris and Leia are gonna go all the way north. And then I will go ahead and camp at this point once we liberate it. Levin has been liberated. Well done. Let's see what's going on in Levin, shall we? The royal family has died, but Lotus remains in Palatinus. You're our last hope. Please liberate us from them. Lotus is nothing if not opportunistic, that's for sure. Trying to take on Kodro head-to-head? That's a mistake, Trentsvilgar. Well, that's a pretty common formation. Let me show you why mine's better. With it. And now you're going to use Word of Pain, which is far inferior to my attack. And now you're going to be ripped apart by Cerberus. And continue dodging every single attack. Well done, pups. Ow. Unfortunately, the Cerberus on the left has taken every single hit it possibly could. So it's going to need some rest. But that's okay. That town is liberated. And the Count is back in business. I'm going to keep him hanging out around here, and might as well just keep him on the thing. In the meantime, though, I will order you to face that direction. Because remember, your line of sight, or your area of sight, I should say, is affected by the direction you're facing. So if you have an opportunity to choose a good direction to face, then you should take it. Randy the Archmage, surrounded by undead and an ogre. You should be more than capable of handling that bolt. Alright, we have a siren up here. Wow, with archers, not even Diana's. Sucks to be you. Alright, now that everybody is well behind Bolt, they won't overtake him, and they head to the stronghold. So I can fix their orders. Poor Siren. Oh, poor Goblin. Oh, Jesus. Just open up with 2 crits, why don't you? I can count. And Meteor to the face. And that's 2 and more gone. Oof. That was significant damage to the Siren, though. Too bad. That unit never really had any serious potential anyway. Crystal Precision. Okay. Bolt, go ahead and take him on. This isn't even fair. Ouch. 2 shot. And once again, it's just, ugh, it is. I guess I can't really recommend Jihad terribly much. It's too situational. Using it the way I am, where you have like everybody, like not everybody, I have 3 units with their main spellcaster being a Seraph. On the other hand, it is so hard to get a spellcaster in a lawful unit unless you're going to just say, screw alignment at this point. That I think it's kind of worth it if you want to keep your alignment like the way it is, and the level up for the Seraph, which I think is also another factor. Remember, all the Seraphs are from characters that were really low level in comparison to everybody else, so maybe that is also a huge factor, is they need to gain levels. Alright, so who's Mr. Swordmaster over here? Estevez. You are pretty much neutral. Succeed in liberating Brode. So let's go see what's going on in Brode, shall we? The royal family is gone, but Palatinus is not finished. We can't just let them go. Hey, let's go kick some Lotus ass! Hey, too young for that kind of language. Shouldn't be talking about Lotus. Anyway, Jody, go make friends. No, with Estevez. Alright, you folks are fine. Oh, hello, random town. Trennis. I'll probably need Morris to liberate that. Once Jody does that, I'll send her and Ankaseth to clean up the rest of those 2 units, and I'll have Kodro liberate the town. They've actually got a decent enough wall with those goblins. Too bad this doesn't care about who's in front, who's in back, or what have you. I'm just gonna drop a volcano on you. Or explode it in your face, at least. That sounds a little, never mind. Anyway. Finally broken through to the middle. Just enough, I think, to deal enough damage with this. Should kill 2 of them. Yes, very well done. Now we just have an army of ninjas. And by army, I mean 2. But I mean, there's always a potential army of ninjas. I mean, you just don't see the rest. 5 health. Thankfully, I think our paladin has 1 more attack. Yes? Okay. Power of the princess, everybody. Penitence. Huh. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, well, you go on, Jody. Kodro, liberate. Ankaseth and myself will head out. And that should be that. Kane. You're rested enough. You should catch up. What's the town over here? Zarbao. So that's going to be Wind. So once Wind's rested, he'll lead the charge. And then here is Appertine. A shop. That's odd. Doesn't... Yeah, there's 2 shops here. Well, that's highly unusual. Oh, and I need a chaotic unit in the middle. I forgot about... forgot Coach Rose is no longer a chaotic unit. So we'll go to the shop after we go visit inside. Did you know there are 16 orders in Lotus? Lotus can be divided into 8 regions, and each one has 1 or more orders. Richard of the Triumvirate is ruler of one of those regions. So that's how it works. One order's in charge of the area, and whoever's in charge of the order, is also in charge of the region. Falchion, Frozen Axe, a Ring of Eloquence, which I got a lot of. So yeah, if you didn't buy the Rings of Eloquence, and for some reason you still need any of those items, that's where they are. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and send Wind and Bolt west. It's going to be a tough trek because it's just going to be the 2 of them, but I think they're more than capable of handling it. Captured! No, Morris! Ah, nuts. I guess I forgot he was still super chaotic. I always thought it was a legend. I never thought it was true. So ultimate power really does exist, huh? Does really exist, huh? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, of course it does. Every legend is really true. It's just the way the world works. Berthe. So that's gonna need neutral. Where's the other place that needs a neutral? Not there. So I'm gonna need Kojiro to start heading north. And in the process, I need Morris. Ugh, he's not... He's too chaotic, though. So he's not gonna liberate any of these towns. So we might have to skip over this one, I'm thinking. Because this one... Yeah, I'm gonna have to hope Wind can cover that. And the Count's back. I'm gonna go ahead and start moving the Count out. He's gonna be way behind everybody else, that's for damn sure. But it's better than just being useless in the back. Let me double check this town. Alvesta, 28, so I know he can't handle anything 28 or above. Which sucks, because I think that's like both of my towns. And there's a legion to the north. And down they go. Level up for fighting some useless skeletons. Scroll of Discipline. Head on back there and rest along the way, Kane. Ankaseth and myself will hold the line. Over there. There we go. Jody's been chasing him for quite a while. Hopefully once he gets near the river... Never mind, you know what, Jody? You are going to be in trouble if I don't get you across this river. So get on the highway. I don't want her fighting a legion all by herself. Speaking of legions... Malcolm the Centurion. Pathetic. Bolt. Who's this guy? Boys. Good. Wind. Go after Gordon. There. Take 2 sides and then down the middle. Oh no, zombies. The weakest of undead. Boom! Yeah, okay, maybe I should take back what I said about Jihad being too weak. Maybe I think the levels were just what was the biggest factor. Now that they're Seraph and they have been for a few levels, maybe their stat growths are catching up to where they're useful. Whoops, made you change class. And completely destroyed the zombie. So, once again, Jihad can be useful. Should be one attack from each of my front row, so that should be more than enough to take the rest of you out. Just have the Centurion and the Templar. And I'm ready to take the brunt of the blow from the Legion in the north. And Wind will tear apart the rest of this one. Uh-oh. Gremlins in the back means sleep attacks, and they're faster than me. Oh no! Curse you! Should be still strong enough to at least deal some significant damage, even if I don't have my Draconite book. Guard! Well done. And for some reason, that gremlin just can't put anybody to sleep. Sucks to be him. Double sucks to be you. Apparently, you're the only one I'm hitting with Zapdos. Not that it matters, because I forgot gremlins have super high magic defense. So Pedras, they just ignore. Ooh, good crit though. That was like a one last screw you. Bolt, catch the Centurion before it attacks Wind from behind. That could have been bad. Alright, I'll pull Wind off of his pursuit of that unit so he can go liberate the stronghold, and I'll have Bolt clean everything up. Jihad! Kaboom! Owie. Oh no! 23 damage! And it took all of your attacks for the entire round section thing, whatever terminology you want to use for a full set of attacks that you have during a fight. I think, like, at some point in the beginning of the series, I actually specifically said, here's the terminology I'm going to use for a turn, a round, and such like that. And then I completely ignored that for the rest of the series. So, here's hoping I didn't confuse you by actually adhering to my own standards, because that'd be silly. Alright, Jody, I need you to rest. Alright, Kodro's here, and hello, 4th Legion. Huh. I'm gonna have Morris attack, because I'm kind of hoping that their alignment will go up. Because demons. I'm gonna have him attack from this side of the bridge. Can't get very precise. N64 controls. What are you gonna do? So I did write down some things to find, but one is a Count's Garment, so if you don't have a vampire and you want one, you can still get armor here. The other is called Prox, which is just a type of two-handed axe, I think, for Dark Knights. So it turns out I don't actually want it. There were, however, special items that I did write down for during the Assault of Winea that I completely didn't notice that I wrote down. So there was a Mutsukaze, and a Melechite sword. So if you wanted either of those, you'll have to look up their locations for yourself, because I can't show them to you. I'm past that. And I'm not going back for those. They're just more weapons. Matsukaze, I think, is a Swordmaster weapon. And my Swordmasters are more than powerful at this point. They don't need any more extra help. Wait, did I get attacked by the Centurion from that Legion right away? Well, that's dumb.